have I got a hell of an episode for you. We have got a lot to cover on today's episode of the Afterglow here for the public, and very shortly only on our Patreon over at patreon.com/I Seduce the Dragon. I'm going to stop swiveling in my chair, give you my full attention, and I'm going to give you guys a brief rundown of today's topics before I introduce you, just so you can start thinking about what's going on. Who here listened to the most recent episode of I Seduce the Dragon? Okay. These topics.
We all did our homework. One of these people is lying.
And find out on our Patreon.
We'll have to do polls. Who do you think didn't actually listen?
We have a series of topics tonight. Tonight we're going to do what legally constitutes a threat. We're going to go to our in-house legal counsel first for that. After that, we're going to go on to large birds, general thoughts, kidnapping plots, etc., etc. Smiting. I have a personal story about smiting. Please think about, just smiting in general, followed by tanning thoughts. A.k.a. what's in your cart? Seduce a Moose, which is, we're going to go right over to our local, romantic, erotic, interspecies expert, Cristina Van Epps, for interspecies couplings and preferred pairings. Also with a discussion of the Netflix series Trip Crazy. And we are going to wrap up with too many to-dos, complos, and questions from our audience.
Sorry, you said chip crazy. I misheard you as shrimp crazy at first. And I was thinking of, like fucking Joe Atlantic, chum in the waters.
There is always chum in these waters. My name is Ryan Keely. This is the Afterglow. I am here with, let's start with Dana. Introduce yourself. And then...
I'm Dana Scarborough. I'm playing Gentry Rose, Bitter Creek Dumont, and this is my holiday outfit. I'm a walrus, like the claymation.
Okay.
A+.
I love it.
A+ walrus. Yeah. It's so good.
It's an excellent walrus.
Yeah. From the claymation special.
Scrunch down a little because I just need the full. Thank you. Yes.
It's really big.
Oh, yeah. You don't need to do that the whole time. Good. I just needed one visual of the full.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't mind.
I love like you're kind of giving Obi-Wan Kenobi, but walrus.
That's actually what I was going for. I found like a Pinterest board of just that. And I was like, that's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, amazing.
I don't know if you're being facetious or not. So next up, Jess.
I'm Jess Parks. I'm the DM of this game. And I am wearing, my Christmas finery is boyfriend's oversized XXL sweater.
That is spectacular.
Amazing.
The officially coziest item, as any college girl can tell you, in existence.
Can you stand up one more time just so we can get a real just example of the fit, how that's working for you?
Come on.
Oh, wow.
So chic.
Oh, wow.
So full.
That is nice.
You are encapsulated and folded.
Encapsulated is great.
I was going to say, nothing shows the height difference between Jess and Sean better than that sweater.
Yeah.
It is a sweater down to her calves.
Yeah. Sean is 3 Jesses. Like a Smurf is 3 apples, and Sean is 3 Jesses.
Yeah. I think possibly more, because I think I might be 3 Jesses. I'm not entirely certain, but volumetrically it's possible.
You're less than 2, I promise.
You're too pretty to do math. Don't strain yourself.
How dare you? I'm the most Asian one here.
We will be talking about our DEI initiatives in the new year. But can't because it's Christmas. Cristina Van Epps.
Yes. Hello. I am Cristina Van Epps. I am playing Tohri. My Christmas fit. I'm leading into the fact that my hair usually clashes with outfits, so I am the tree. I've got my Christmas tree cardigan. I was thinking that it would have been great if I could have some kind of like star or an angel on top, but I could not find one. And then I just realized I do have a biblically accurate angel standee that I can maybe try to affix to my head because I think that'd be fun.
Oh my God. How did it never occur to me to have a biblically accurate angel on the top of my tree?
I know a guy who makes some, so if you want one, I know a guy.
I do.
Oh,
Can we get a
and I
close up of the
also-
biblically accurate angel?
Yes. Yeah.
And tell the listeners what a biblically accurate angel is. For those of you that are not watching on video, which is very few of you, because we're all patrons and BFFs here.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So in the different tiers of heaven, according to the Bible, there are different types of angels. I think this is technically called a throne, where it is several interlocking rings with eyes and thousands of wings. And I think generally speaking, they're also on fire. But this is just a cutesy rendition.
Bring it up
of
close
one.
to the camera.
It'll lose focus.
And there
I
were
think that's the
shepherds
sweet
living
spot.
out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared
She's
to
busting
them,
out the actual
and the
Bible.
glory shone around them.
There we go.
Of dozens of eyeballs.
Be not afraid.
Be not afraid.
Oh, and I just remembered I'm also wearing underneath this, I'm wearing my DILFs for Therapy shirt,
Nice.
which I also thought would be appropriate for the season.
Iconic. And I'm going to do I'm Ryan Keely. This is my Chester Cheetah. What am I saying? Chester. This is what I get for not doing Dayquil.
You were doing great.
Sweater weather. Chester Cheetah orange sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that what he says?
Very good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can you correct me if I'm wrong? When we were setting up, I thought I saw a little flash of like sequin shorts as well.
There was going to be a whole sequined outfit reveal.
Whoa!
Fantastic.
All
very good.
right. Party on the bottom.
Yeah. But the sequin bra was too scratchy. So.
Yeah.
I love it.
And
I'm Flanders. I'm wearing my most festive flannel.
Yes.
And to make up for the fact that I was unable to procure anything Christmassy, I put up lights behind me. So getting the vibe.
It's very festive.
And I'm drinking hot chocolate,
very
which
good.
is also festive.
Now, what is the proof of that hot chocolate?
Oh, this is just with regular Jameson this time. So Jameson's only 80 proof. It's not 100 proof like the Rumplemints from last time.
Is that because you finished the Rumple Mints between last recording and tonight?
No, I just kind of wanted to mix it up. I've been doing I've been leaning hard into the peppermint, and I just wanted just a little reset tonight.
Well,
Also, I kept accidentally drinking twice as much Rumplemints as I meant to.
What's wrong with that?
When I opened the fridge, I saw that when Doug had gone to the store last night, he got like the good kind of eggnog that kind of like is made by like the glass bottle milk people, but they also do like a glass bottle eggnog. And I'm so excited.
Glass bottled eggnog, though, is the best.
I would
It's from
know.
like this dairy. It's just like a regular like milk fancy.
Never
it's like a-
nogger.
Yeah, and they also just do an eggnog every Christmas. They don't regularly do eggnog.
I mean, who would do a eggnog year round? That's psychotic.
Yeah, if anyone was like, we sell eggnog in July, I'd be like, go to prison.
I love it. I love eggnog.
Well, speaking of legal matters like going to prison for producing eggnog in July, which is a law that I would ratify.
A+ transition, A+ segue.
Flanders, what legally constitutes a threat? Because in our last episode of I Seduce the Dragon, character Gentry was trying to convince us that saying platitudes in a tone constitutes a threat.
Well, I have to preface this by saying I'm not your lawyer and this isn't legal advice.
Disclaimer, just have it
Partly
above
just
the fridge.
as an ethical matter and partly because I was not informed that this would be a topic, so I don't know if this is accurate. I mean, the problem with threats is they're very subjective. And there's levels, it's like layers of subjectivity. Did I feel threatened? When I tell the cop, is he going to believe me or is he going to ask me what I was wearing? When
He's not
the
going to
cop-
believe you. He's going to ask what you're wearing.
When the cop tells the DA, is the DA going to be like, you guys are idiots? So in many ways, nothing constitutes a threat unless it's someone you know, the president, someone else who is like, for whatever reason, will have cops
like a
and
town
stuff on their
speaker,
side.
or like a god. Like what?
I think probably
Legally.
not a god legally. Legally, I don't think you can be arrested for threatening a god.
Yeah,
Separation of
What
church
about
and
if-
state.
yeah,
But in this instance, if a god is threatening you,
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that also theoretically is kind of just like part of, it's like insurance, acts of God not covered.
Right.
Why would threats
Force
of God
majeure.
be
I actually,
force majeure?
I actually,
Mature.
that brings up a question.
Force majeure.
Excuse me. It is force mature.
That brings up a question. Is it still illegal if you can't if you can't enforce it? Like if Gentry tried to bring legal action against Asmodeus.
Well, there's also
question.
there's like criminal liability, and then there's like civil liability. And so
She can't really prove damages.
yeah, so kind of for civil you have to be able to prove damages. And for criminal you have to be able to get a cop and a DA to agree with you, and then for a jury to find that person guilty. So like like pretty much unless you're sending anthrax to the president, which
So
is
I
also
can't
like a separate
sue Asmodeus, essentially.
I'm sorry.
What
you
court
have no
even?
standing to sue Asmodeus.
I was going
I
to
do
ask
have
Jess, would
standing
this
to
count?
rewrite all of my holiday cards.
Yes.
I was going to ask Jess, would this be under like, because if it's in a dream, is this dream god jurisdiction?
This
is that
is
who
not
we
about
complain
dream
to?
gods. This is actually about real life practical advice
That's all right.
in the
all
real
right.
world is what we're bringing here on the Afterglow.
Yeah. I mean, practically, you probably won't get thrown in jail for threatening someone unless there's like a long history of it and or it's someone incredibly important or like related to a cop.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also on a practical level, fuck around and find out, you know? Like
Yeah.
also probably don't
Right.
threaten people because
Fuck
Yeah,
around
I
and
mean,
find out.
I tell Asmodeus that, honestly.
yeah.
I tried to get
FAFO,
you in
baby.
there on that dream, I think. At
All
least
right. It's
once.
settled law. Fuck around and find out. Next
Possession
up,
is 9/10 of the law. The other 10th, fuck around and find out.
next
But also,
topic.
I do contracts for an entertainment company, so feel free to not like actually me in any case if this is wrong because this is for entertainment, and I'm an entertainment lawyer in more ways than one.
Hey. You're also a doctor.
What?
No, don't you have a doctorate to practice law? Aren't all lawyers technically also doctors?
My
Which
degree
an
is a
annoying thing.
Juris Doctor, but it's
Yeah.
not technically a doctoral degree.
I think that counts.
I mean, sure, we'll count it.
Sounds like a doctor to me.
Dr. Flanders, Esquire.
She does it all.
The doctor is in.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Large birds.
Oh. Okay.
I saw 2 ravens over the weekend.
I like ravens.
I had never seen ravens in the Los Angeles area. I had never seen them up close. They were very close. They were very large. I found
big?
it upsetting.
They're big.
Yes.
Did you know that ravens can mimic voices?
Yes, and they mate for life, which is why I saw 2.
Love them. Love ravens for that. They're so good.
They're so smart. They're very smart. Huckleberry wants to eat ravens.
Yeah, well, I think Tommy is home. We set up the driveway. We have a very long, it's like a 1/4-mile driveway. And so we have the driveway alarm. So now the dogs get to bark for a 1/4 mile before anyone shows up to the door.
Amazing.
Isn't the dogs barking before anyone shows up to the door the driveway alarm, or is there a separate piece of machinery that you have invested in?
I have 2 separate pieces of machinery that I've invested in. I mean, they're connected to the same device. They were like $30 on Amazon. They look like little owls. And you just mount them in the driveway. And so it plays a noise like a bicycle, like an old-timey bicycle bell, like ding ding when they first enter the property. And then if they get to the house, then it does like a ding dong and a lady's voice says driveway. So that's how we know it's like if I just hear one or the other, it's just like a deer or of some kind of creature. But if it's the one and then 30 seconds later the other one, then I need to put pants on because someone is at the house.
Do you keep pants by the door?
sense.
No. Well, actually, technically, yes. I do have. I do
Set
have
of door pants.
Well,
outside
Do you have waders?
in winter. I have my coveralls.
Yeah,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course
Yes,
you do.
yes, yes.
Of course you do.
That are fireman style. Just like I have my
Nice.
big muck boots that are like knee high, and so I just slide those off and step out of the whole contraption. So there's just like two boots with crumpled up.
When you said fireman style, I was just imagining you descending into them
Sliding
on a
down a
pole.
pole.
Yeah.
I feel like that can be rigged up by spring. I feel like maybe we should add some stairs to go up and then come down to the pants.
Yeah, we'll put a second story on my house just so I can slide down a pole. I did actually.
Or a hole in the roof.
I did join the local volunteer fire department. Did I tell you that?
That's so
No poles, 0 poles. It's a 1-story fire department.
Yet.
Yes.
Yet.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
You're part of the team now. You can,
Well, it's also volunteer, so like no one stays there. So it's not like we're all sleeping upstairs and we have to slide down the pole to get to the truck. So it's like I have to jump in my truck and drive there.
But aren't you volunteering for a good time?
I mean, you just have to plan a slumber party for the fire department and then bring a pole.
Bring a pole.
And that sounds like a good time at a firehouse.
BYOP.
The fire department also, bless them, they're very good. They're super effective for being a small little local volunteer fire department. Average age is probably about 65. I feel like a poll we would then have to respond to ourselves.
Does the fire department stay busy? Like what do they do in the winter when it's snow covered?
There was a house fire early Saturday morning.
Fireplaces.
And also
lot
with
of-
power
yeah.
outages, people are inappropriate with candles.
Yeah, it's mostly there's some chimney stuff, but also just people, have their furnaces running all the time. Everything's like drier and they have more candles and stuff. So yeah, there actually have been 2 structure fires in like the past month, both of which the fire department managed to successfully put out, and both of which Isla ran in the building and rescued cats. So she is now
yay.
locally famous for being the firefighter who will run in to save your cats.
Among other
that.
things I feel like she's locally famous for.
love that.
I'm going to leave you guys to discuss large birds while I step out and grab my water. Talk amongst yourselves.
My question is, what large bird is Ryan referencing? For
Raven, which is to me
Yeah.
is not that large of a bird. I mean, I hate to be a size queen, but I'm like thinking like your cassowaries and your ostriches and your rheas.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
large birds. Like
I'm with Christina. Why did she bring it up though? Like in context
That's
of
what I'm thinking. Of the podcast.
the game.
Yeah.
Just,
In the context of the game, because there's 2 large birds I can think of. There's like the axe beaks that I don't believe feature in the episode, as far as I remember.
nope, and neither does Arl's Rock.
Yeah. I don't remember us mentioning the rock again.
What
Because
other
that's the
bird would
biggest
she
of
be
birds.
talking about?
Yeah.
sorry, I just need you to know in my mind I've now just pictured Oral riding Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Okay, a new mental image for you. Because I need someone vicariously to imagine this. It's a big bird, but it does have Dwayne The Rock Johnson's head.
Is it Big Bird, but with Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Like
no.
Sesame Street.
But able to take flight.
It's Big Bird, but with Dwayne the Rock Johnson's head and arms.
And just like the strength of those arms lifts him into the...
just flying and smiling.
Just smiling and
Just flying and
getting paid
smiling.
$1 billion to be in movies that no one watches.
That's the reason.
Okay,
Smiling.
large birds.
Yep.
Large birds. My toxic trait is that I genuinely believe that I could have an emu currently in my current whole life setup, and it
You'd
would
have
be
to
fine.
get rid of at least 2 boats.
I do think that's man's hubris rising against you. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do think that's going to be like the tragic comedy that plays out in your life. Yeah.
For sure. Like I do think that if I were offered an emu, I probably would have a hard time saying no.
I'm so afraid for
You'd be
you.
surprised at how often people are actually offered emus because they're
not. I'm really not. Because if I had an emu, I'd be trying to give it away real fast.
Yeah, exactly.
they can be very sweet. They can also be like
Sure.
Not the free ones that people are giving away.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, those are terrible.
So can abusive husbands.
But I can fix him.
Hi, I'm Dana, and this is my emu, Carl. He hits me, but he always apologizes afterwards.
I mean, it's like an axe beak, but not for the snow.
An axbeak is not like an emu at all.
How is
me,
an
it
axbeak
is.
different than an emu, Christina?
An axbeak, in this instance, an axbeak is similar to an ostrich in the fact that they are rideable. People do ride ostriches and also race them, which is very fun to watch.
Okay,
I also believe that there is a version of like polo on ostrich.
not in a way that like we would do in America. Because
Shut your pie. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I feel like we have like we're nicer to animals.
No.
Like there are laws about
No,
that.
there's
Riding
no,
emu?
As your lawyer, there's no law that says you can't ride an emu.
Yeah, people ride in the same way that we ride horses.
I think there are laws that you can't ride an emu because I think you would kill them.
Yeah.
I don't think there are
you
any
would
laws
probably
that you
kill them.
can't ride an ostrich. Getting my birds mixed up.
How big is a cassowary?
Cassowaries are big, not as
They're
big
big.
as ostriches, but they're meaner.
Are they
I
bigger
was
than
just
emus?
explaining to someone that they're basically
They're
like the opening scene of Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
the
they're
original
raptors.
one. They're raptors. They have 6 foot
Yeah.
or 6-inch talons that they will use to slice your tummy open.
My only experience of ostrich riding is in the writing of whoever wrote the Swiss Family. That's not the name of that book. Treasure Island.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
nope, not Treasure Island. The other one.
Okay.
Robinson Crusoe?
Robinson
Nope.
Crusoe.
The Swiss Family Robinson Crusoe.
Yes, that one. In the book, they do tame and ride an ostrich. What's the other bird you guys mentioned? You said that is very mean and is like a raptor.
Cassowary.
Cassowaries.
Cassowary, I believe. Wary is in the name for a reason.
Oh,
They're not nice.
Not
The
nice.
other reason that axbeaks are different than both emus and ostriches is that they're slightly more dodo looking in proportion.
Oh, yeah.
Except our modern interpretation of what a dodo looks like is based off of a poorly drawn cartoon that somebody did based off of a fake skeleton that was compiled from a bunch of different dodo bones. So we don't actually have the modern interpretation of the dodo is not correct.
Yeah, I feel like when we first started this campaign, I found 2 very different pictures of axbeaks, and one was kind of robust and intimidating and looked like a cool fantasy bird you would ride, and one was like, I'm a dodo.
I got extinctified in like 10 years.
You can ride me.
I'm a dodo. Just walk up and smack me in the face and I'll fall into your dinner.
That's what they did. I think it was the Dutch. I think it was the Dutch that you can blame for that.
I need to stop relating everything back to a Master and Commander book. Because there is a part where Stephen Matron negotiates for a bolster that has been stuffed with the feathers of a dodo. And it's a whole plot point. Cassowaries,
Nice. Okay.
one must be wary because their hair bill is too fabulous. It's giving it's got the right wing fuckboy haircut, but in bird form.
And they got the talon.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of a mohawk, but definitely like skin fade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like actually giving emo straight kind of greasy, straggly black feathers. Mm-hmm. And like what could be worse than a emu alt-right fuckboy? Emo.
Honestly, an emu one would also suck. Both would suck.
How many
late, guys.
square feet do you actually need to realistically keep an emu sheltered, Dana?
Probably. Okay, so more than I have probably in terms of how much space is being used by boats currently. And I would have
Please
to
explain.
make. I would have to make
to those
some
who are not
changes.
in on the boat commentary. Who
So I
maybe
have
knew?
several boats. I have like 3 canoes and like 2 kayaks, and 1 is backpack kayak, so it doesn't count. But then also like a big boat and also like a dinghy. So it's just too many boats for the fact that, and also 2 paddle boards. It's just a lot of boats, and they take up a lot of space.
Considering that you're landlocked, you
And
live
I'm
in-
also acquiring a boat to put out in the desert for my boat bar.
Why don't you use one of the pre-existing boats?
Because they're good boats.
They're
that we'll
seaworthy.
probably use. And
So what you're saying is that we could go to your home on the east side of Los Angeles and regatta ourselves in the Echo Park Lake.
it's navigable waters. So technically,
Should
yes,
we?
you could.
Can we though? Okay, but this sounds like a thing that I now want to do. Actually,
Yeah,
so
no, I would. As soon as I said it, I was like, "Oh no!"
Also, Ryan Keely, at least as of 2019, had multiple sailor hats floating around.
I'm down to 3.
Back when we used to do the yacht
Dang.
club.
Yacht Club is wearing a dumb hat and renting the paddle swan boats at the Echo Park Lake.
You know, I've lived in Echo
Hell
Park
yeah.
19 years and I've never done a swan boat.
Well, it seems like we need to mount a full-scale attack on anyone in a swan boat using your home boats.
I actually
could.
fear that Dana will end up buying a swan boat, and then she'll just have another boat.
Yeah, I would love to have a swan boat, honestly.
honestly, it would take less square footage.
They're less expensive than you'd think.
It'd be less square footage than an emu. It'd be better. If you want to get a bird, get a swan boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
She's not convinced. She wants this emu so bad.
the problem is also that if I were to tell Doug I wanted an emu, he would not dissuade me enough. Like, that's why we end up with creatures. I know. Ooh. Red
Are you gonna
tank
swap
top.
Are you going to swap into the other fit though, or is it just going to be?
I'm just so hot.
That's fair.
Yeah, you are. Sorry, for anyone who's not
Yowza.
watching, Jess just took off her men's extra large sweater to reveal a tight little
Strappy red tank top.
strappy red
For all
tank
we know,
top.
it's like a little dress,
Looks
too.
great.
Little red, tiny little dress. She's giving Asmodeus.
All right. So we are almost through the midway point in my suggested topics list.
We didn't cover rocks.
Oh, that wasn't
that-
covered when we went.
That's why we're talking about Big Bird. They were talking about the rock that Oral rides, and I was thinking of Dwayne the Rock Johnson as a giant bird, but it was Big Bird with his face and biceps. Well, whole arms. Not
Big Bird
just-
doesn't fly.
Well, that's why The Rock could definitely play him.
It's true.
Ryan Keely moonlights as the Rock's agent.
God damn it.
He's got
Hey,
the role.
man.
You've done it.
That man claimed that making the backstory for the Jungle Cruise ride was a childhood dream.
I mean, some children have shitty dreams. It's possible.
Some kids need to dream bigger.
I wanted to be a South American drug lord.
That was too big.
To be fair,
that's too big a dream. Reel it down.
Yeah.
If your family are all pro football players and pro wrestlers, I feel like you maybe just have mundane dreams. Like, I would love to make $7 an hour making the same pun 17 times a day at tourists at Disneyland.
It's a dream.
Yeah.
Really.
It's a wish your heart makes. That's it. I don't know when we're going to move over to Patreon, but it's definitely by this point. That's 100% happening. So if you're not one of my best friends on Patreon and all of our best friends, later, loser. Bye.
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 Wait.
There's another half of a show.
Bye. I'm flipping you off.
Yeah, you got, yes.
I mean,
there we
just
go.
your whole flipper. You can flipper them off.
You're flipper. I don't like the
hurt me so much with puns, Flanders.
It's all I have is puns.
What else is there? I have an entire section of the show called Seduce a Moose.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah, because someone said seduce a moose, and then we just went off in the last episode with a variety of puns. And it got me thinking about interspecies couplings. And
As it would, of course.
duh.
Wait, did we
course,
talk
of
about
course.
that?
We did. Now I know
There
who was
was-
lying.
No, I thought we were going to talk about
Mystery
interspecies
solved.
coupling here.
We are.
We are.
She's introducing it.
Oh, okay. So we're not done, even though we have to go to Patreon right now.
It's called a segue.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I get to talk about interspecies coupling. I don't want to.
It's happening now. Oh
Right.
my god.
If one had to interspecies couple, because I'm going to make this not weird, what creature would you like to be?
Wait, what?
Oh, okay. So
Sorry,
it's
are you
not-
trying to say it's not going to be bestiality because we're saying I'm going to be
we're the creature. Okay.
whatever creature?
I think it's still weird.
Still not into it.
I think it's still weird.
I'll play with you in this space. I like this sandbox. I'm here for it.
Yes, you're dressed as a fucking walrus. Of course you do.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
Audience, vote now. Most likely to secretly be a furry. Vote now. Vote now.
Not a secret.
Christina's like, we're finally not talking about my vor fetish.
Actually, Cristina.
Yeah. Hello.
Were-tiger. Sexy were-tiger.
Is he sexy as a were-tiger?
I think I'd want to be on the receiving end of like a bird that does like a fancy dance at me first. I want to be wooed
You want to be wooed.
in romance.
Okay, I think that's respectable.
Yeah.
I think that's a respectable choice. Yeah.
I'm okay with interspecies courting. Like that I can get behind, but not the coupling
can't, like,
part. Not the coupling part.
Whoa. That had a sound effect on it.
Did it?
There was a dry rubbing.
It's winter in Montana. It's hard to moisturize.
Bringing it back to
me get out my
ostriches,
bag
actually, here's
bulb.
a fun fact for both of them, that ostriches in ostrich farms, because they're farmed for feathers and whatnot, they're farmed for a variety of reasons. It's very common for ostriches to become attracted to the farmer, and male ostriches will often put on mating displays for the farmer, which involves a dance that they do, which is, if you look it up on YouTube, it's very interesting. But it's really common, and they have to do a bunch of elaborate things to get them to stop, because the male ostriches will stop mating with the female ostriches because they think the farmer is more attractive.
So what do they have to do to make them stop? Do they have to just like...
I've seen at least one person who dresses in an ostrich suit.
But like an ugly ostrich.
like and say something mean to
Yeah.
him, like gaslight? Do you like gaslight the ostrich and be like, you're crazy that you think that I'm...
Well, no, it's so that they keep the attraction for the same species.
For
So
ostriches.
they don't
Yeah,
try
yeah.
to go interspecies.
Oh, okay. So not that they're like not
Yeah.
attracted to the farmer anymore.
No, it's just that
Okay.
So that they don't see humans and think like, ooh, want me some of that.
Yeah.
They think like, oh, this is just a weird ostrich.
Also, now I take that as a personal challenge to make an ostrich attracted to me because
Yeah.
Apparently it's not that hard. I don't know how much of a challenge it is. Like,
Also, Dana, don't think I didn't notice that you're also wearing a cute little strappy tank top and yours has a bow on it.
Jess said I had to have a bow tie on. I don't. Well, you said I had to have a bow on my.
I was just riffing your bit. I
I thought you were
trying
talking about the ostrich or the walruses in the claymation that both have bow ties.
Then
I thought you
she
understood the
absolutely
reference.
Yeah. No, you have to have the bow tie, or it doesn't make it's not Christmassy at all, and you failed the assignment, Dana.
I'm not mad. You clearly are adorable as hell. But
no, the bow is clutch.
I actually, you guys
The
will
bow is very
appreciate this. It's like it's just like burlap, and then this was like the side that it was before. But then I wanted it to be all red because I thought maybe it would be like too much brown. So I had red fabric paint, and I painted it just right before.
great job.
how crafty.
Beautiful.
That's so
Spectacular.
cute.
I mean, an ostrich would definitely fuck you for that.
I would hope so.
You can seduce this moose.
Can we tell the story of where that came from? Because I don't know if we told it on the podcast.
We have not
Ever.
So this is
Yeah.
one of the for me. This is a formative game memory from one of our first couple of sessions playing with each other.
It was so early, yeah. Let me see if I can find it in the notes because, yes, it was super early. Yeah.
This is before we realized that we were going to do a podcast. Jess, you look like you want to tell the story.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
Tell us the story about the polar bear, Jess.
Oh,
the polar bear.
Jess just has resting active listener face.
This is why she's perfect, Jess Parks.
Pisces.
oh.
Yeah, the polar bear. So it was like my second DMing episode ever. DMing session. It was way before the podcast. You guys are my first game ever DMing something, right? So I've learned a whole lot since then. Most of which revolves around just having a lot of preparation that you just throw the fuck away because I started playing this. This is part of the adventure that you go and you help this dwarf get these iron ingots. And there's a polar bear involved. I think our listeners can probably guess how you, Dana in particular, decided to deal with the polar bear.
Dana.
I didn't kill it.
No, you seduced it. You tempted it. You tempted it all the way to a town.
We weren't even named anything that was seduced. Like, we weren't like, I seduced anything yet.
We weren't. No. That name
think
was
that the
informed
name-
by your behavior.
Yeah. Yeah. That comes from this
Dana
moment.
did just say she wants to seduce an ostrich, so it's a pattern.
I mean, I just would be like, I think I would be sad if like an ostrich was like not into me and was like into someone else instead.
It's like Pokemon for her.
She's got to collect them all.
I
I have favorite Pokemon, Jess.
I didn't say you didn't. I just say that like you will seduce everything because you want to have seduced everything.
Yeah, I'm slutty.
Or a conqueror.
Asmodeus is the god of conquest. I'm just tossing it out there.
Who is?
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
Oh, suddenly she's disinterested again. Whatever.
Well,
Act like you don't like her.
she likes me though, so thank God. I mean, good. Good. That's good to know.
Gosh. I love when the lines just absolutely blur between us and our characters.
I played my first RPG. I cheated on you guys. I played an RPG with a different group of sluts.
When?
Over the weekend on Sunday.
This weekend?
How dare you?
Yeah. And man, oh man, I did not realize how good I had it at home because the game that we played was called Exploding Panties, which is it was a one-shot schoolgirl themed situation. And I met a player more chaotic than myself. And
Wow.
Say more. Tell me how.
High bar.
this character kept on pulling cats out of their backpack.
Amazing.
The way that the story was written is because we were a bunch of girls, schoolgirls, is we kept having to go to the bathroom to discover things. And this character decided that they were going to imitate a cat and pee on in a potted plant. They also came prepared with skirts for the whole group.
Okay.
It was
Love it. though.
wild, and it was very hard because I missed the detail of Dungeons
Yeah.
and Dragons of being all the different things that I could roll for. Because
Wait, really? You missed the complex part?
I'm the same way. I love a game with too many rules.
yeah,
God,
I love
I'm the same
rolling
way.
dice too. It's so tactile.
I don't know if any of you have ever played Pathfinder, because Pathfinder is a very similar game
Yes.
in function to D&D. It was a spin-off of D&D. And it has more rules and has more possible like character combinations. And it just goes absolutely buck wild. I played Pathfinder for several years because I did not like 4th edition D&D, and I miss it sometimes. Man.
Wow.
sounds like we could have a side quest.
Hey, listeners and watchers, how many of you want to see Ryan Keely DM a one-shot for us? Anybody? Because I've been gunning for this for like 2 years.
Also, there can be some side pot betting. We are looking for a sponsor on how long until I have an anxiety meltdown and lock myself in the bathroom.
Tonight?
That's a friend that knows me. Also, the DM was more murderous than you, Jess, and I was very grateful that you were so much kinder.
Wait, also say more about that.
Yeah, the DM was trying to kill everybody, and they said that their goal of the game is to kill everybody and kill them quickly. But considering I was one of the least chaotic players, their plans were in shreds.
You were not gonna die.
I actually made a specific, at a certain point after we've been playing for about 4 hours, I made a choice that I knew would wrap up the game, because I was like, I'm tired and I want to get into the birthday cake now.
God, if I had a nickel for every time I had that feeling.
I also like that Ryan Keely's like strength in D&D is just fucking up whatever the DM plans.
All of you. Pretend like it's not all of you.
Yeah.
I don't think it's me.
Miss I Seduced a Polar
Not
Bear.
on purpose, which I think is worse.
Don't be such a teacher's pet.
Gentry is nothing if not pick me energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. So Jess, about the seduction, the polar bear.
Yeah, I mean, I just let it happen. The worst part for me was how that game ended, which was Cristina, our ace player, and Ryan, our not ace player, trying to negotiate for to sell the ingots to this dwarf guy, and I was foolish enough. I was a fool. You shouldn't let your players roll for just any fucking thing. You don't let them roll if you don't want it to happen. And both of you rolled to Eiffel Tower, the owner of this fucking shop.
Mac. Yep. Mac, the owner of Oars and More, I believe is what it's called, or something.
The Oar House.
The Oar House. The Oar House.
And the Orb House.
And the Oar
And the
House.
Oar House.
Yeah.
And the Oar House.
If I remember correctly, because we were negotiating, with Mac to do the sale, because we totally, the thing that I remember this well, because the mission in the book is like to help the guy retrieve the ingots because he's been harried, like the sled was attacked on the way from the mine, and you pitched us this band of do-gooders will help you get your ore back, and then I was like, what if we took it and we stole it and we sold it, and what if we got him to pay us to do this in advance? And that was the moment that I saw the light leave Jess's eyes.
No, I think it was still there a little bit, and then when you said, "Well, Eiffel Tower him," that's when the light just blink, just the last little bit.
I can't claim that. That was Ryan who suggested it.
I actually kind of think it might have been Flanders.
Yeah, that sounds like a Flanders negotiation to me.
Look at her face.
I don't remember, therefore I'm innocent.
Okay, hold on. No, I have it written down.
Of course.
Of course you do.
Erastus gets cold feet about screwing over the dwarves, but Tohri, Martha, and Gentry manage to convince them. But only if Tohri agrees to join them in a steamy, sexy bathhouse with Mac. So it was an Erastus suggestion.
And that tracks.
The first of many steamy bathhouse sequences.
I like the way that Ryan stands when Erastus stands and flexes, which is like... Which is like she's trying to make herself big, like one of those red pandas.
Jess, you're such a little red panda.
You are a little
I
red
never
panda.
saw it before now. Just like, oh, you're so scary.
You're so scary.
That's so cute, actually. That's adorable.
All right. Well, on that note, we are going to take a question from a listener before we round out with some complos. Off the back of the recent episode, how emotionally invested do you all get in your characters. I remember Jess said in an interview about people crying at the death of their first major character. So do you feel like you're on a bit of an emotional roller coaster as the GM throws scenarios, events at you? Is it sometimes more stressful than a game should be? Who wants to go first?
Who gave that? Who asked that?
That was from Stu T. We have several from Stu T. Thank you.
Thank you, Stu.
They're
They
excellent questions.
sent a lot of really good questions.
They're
didn't
excellent
they?
questions.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. Ryan, why don't you just assign? Pick one. Pick some.
So I would say I haven't killed off a character yet, except for the character in my cheating game that I did on Sunday. I don't know how I'm going to feel when I kill off Erastus. I think,
When, not if.
I mean, death comes for us all.
Jess comes for us all.
Jess comes for us all. It's true.
So I don't have experience with it. The one character that I did kill off, I actually enjoyed the way that I went out because it was a choice that was very in line with the character that I had made and with their motivations. But I have a feeling, I've been with Erastus for several years now. It'll probably be devastating.
I mean, we could also just not kill Erastus. We try so hard to not.
I never play another D&D character ever again.
No, she'll just come back as Erastus Brainard the 13th.
Pull the whole Doctor Who thing. Like, I look totally different, but I'm still the same thing, but totally different.
Well, here's the thing. In D&D lore, extraplanar beings, if they die in the material plane, they don't die for real. They just go back to the plane of origin. So Erastus is a fey creature. If he dies in the material, I mean, it depends on a lot of factors, but it's possible that if he were to die in the material plane, he would just pop back up in the fey realm.
Don't.
I don't know if that will happen. I'm just saying it is possible.
Well, my gears are whirring. My butters are churning.
I feel like we really didn't need to encourage Ryan Keely to make any more
Reckless.
bad decisions.
Totally reckless decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then a question rises of how do you get back at that point?
You're adding an awful lot of lore in a world that I control.
And that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying is that it depends on a lot of factors, and we don't know. And also, as I've said multiple times, Jess's word is law.
And I didn't know about
She's
that. And I'm
got
going to
here.
continue not knowing about that.
That's fair.
I didn't know that I'm an extraplanar creature, which is more than I know about being a fae than I have.
This whole time.
Your backstory is literally you're a fey prince from another plane.
A fey prince of some realm.
You played hot as part of your backstory to get here.
I didn't think that there was like a multiverse situation with D&D, and I'm kind of not into it, which is one of the many reasons that I'm not engaging with the backstory. Because multiverses break my brain.
Fair.
Get that. Good to know.
Yeah, some people are very invested into like knowing all of the gods in D&D. There's a lot of gods, and they're like official.
Do they have to file a form with the government to get stacks?
No, because separation of church and state.
Obviously.
So they can just defend themselves.
The flippers.
The flippers, it makes it so hard to take you seriously. Just adjust her tusks with her little flippers.
Dana Scarborough, walrus lawyer.
And pastor.
Esquire.
Walrus youth pastor.
And a member of the clergy.
But on the exact opposite side of like
side.
on the flip side, maybe not the flip side actually, but on like on one far end of the scale of emotional attachment,
scale.
which probably will surprise. I need you to stop.
You don't have scales. You're a mammal.
You don't have any scales.
My friends do though.
You eat them. Sorry, we need to do a spin-off to the spin-off, and it's just Dana wearing a walrus suit, and it's called The Flip Side.
Okay, Cristina, tell us about emotional attachment to D&D characters.
in a way that will probably surprise absolutely no one. I get very attached to my D&D characters, and I think about them a lot, as Jess can attest, because I text her my characters' like thoughts and feelings about things that are happening in the campaign. So like I am very invested in giving my characters like a whole inner world that's, you know, based on things that happen, and I do get really like attached to them. I like them a lot. So I've had characters die in the past, and I also have I can't cry quite on command, but I can make myself cry, which I love to pull out in D&D games.
Like at the end of the first episode with the crying.
Oh yeah, did I?
Nut.
Well, no, like actual tears, because I did that in a.
Stay tuned for season 3.
Dana and Jess, we all played a D&D campaign, and Jess's character died in that campaign. And I whipped out like actual tears for that.
I did too. I actually cried.
Oh yeah, we liked your character a lot.
I was surprised how much I actually cried. So that's a pretty interesting. I think this is an interesting question. And and can I like add in here, even though I'm not going to have a character at stake in this game, there was definitely I'm gonna call you out a little bit, Ryan Keely, because I can't remember exactly which game it was, but the first time that Erastus fucked around and found out and actually started taking hits, I could tell the rising panic as you were like, and I'm pretty sure that like right after you survived that fight, you and Cristina got together and you buffed Erastus up and gave him weapons and got him spells.
You
that
did.
do you remember
Artificer
this?
Boot Camp, or
It was like before it might have been the first Artificer Boot Camp. I don't know how many times you guys have met, but there was definitely a moment where I noticed, and you know, I am intuitive. I could tell that you were afraid Erastus was going to die.
This is why my boxing coach has to actually hit me in order for me to block anything.
Ever since then, you've never ever come as close to that level of discomfort with losing him. But there was a moment, and I think of it all the time, when I actually got you invested.
Pervert. I'm very invested. That was also my thought too.
And when I'm alone in the bath, I just think of Ryan Keely panicking.
You're not the only one.
Oh my god.
Genre of gifts on Pornhub.
Oh Christ.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I was a joke. Actually, in fact, I once accidentally saw a very racy X post, Twitter post of you, and I was like, "Oh no!" Like, I seriously freaked out and like threw my phone across the room.
Hey, I did that once in a conference room on a meeting. I was waiting. This was when I worked in an office, and I'm sitting at a fucking conference room, giant table, just scrolling through X, killing 2 minutes, waiting for someone to come up, and it's just Ryan Keely, just like boom, boom, and I'm like, ah! I'm like, cool, this is how I get fired.
There's no rules. There's no rules on Twitter.
I did not know that. I did not know that until years into being friends with Ryan Keely, and like I just wasn't on Twitter enough to ever notice. Woof. Up. It's real weird when you are at work
so weird.
and your boss is sitting next to you and you accidentally see your friend's genitals.
It's fine. It's fine. She's my friend.
This is how I feel when I open up Twitter around people that are not in sex work.
Yeah.
I'm out in general public and I'm just checking up on my friends and I'm like, oh yeah, most people don't check up on their friends like this.
that's I mean, that's why we call it twatter.
I don't think Flanders told us if she's. I have a theory, but I don't think Flanders told us if she's attached to her character.
Oh, I mean, I am attached to my character the way that Siamese twins are attached to each other. And then I think Martha and I are the same person. If anything happens to Martha, I'll be so sad. If Jess kills Martha, I'll think it's because she doesn't want to be friends with me anymore.
I mean, it's probably
kidding.
true, honestly.
No, it's not. I'm not even going to dignify that with a denial.
I'm kidding. It's just, the problem is I started Martha as... The inspiration for Martha was a particularly stupid guy that I used to work with who
I
was
thought the inspiration was Vin Diesel, a.k.a. Mark Sinclair,
oh,
a.k.a.
that's
Martha
just the
Sinclair.
name, but like the Martha personality, the like confidence, cluelessness. It was based on a guy I used to work with who was so dumb but so convinced he was smart. Like the type of guy that would use really big words but wrong.
Bro science.
Yeah.
Not even bro science, just like, oh, yeah, I'm pretty indubitably imperturbable. And you're just like, those aren't words. And if they were words, you're using them wrong.
Like the lady in
And-
Chimp Crazy.
Yeah, and she was just supposed to be like all of the things I don't like. And then I slowly turned into Martha. In real life, I'm getting dumber and braver and more confident. So.
Hence the fire department.
And hotter.
And hot. That's why I had to become a volunteer firefighter. I'm just like, surely my charisma will get me through this structure fire.
What about you, Dana? How
I'm super attached to Gentry. I think in ways that I didn't necessarily plan on. I sort of had a different character in mind entirely when we all met for our session 0 and realized it would be a little bit of a oddly weighted party if I was like a fighter gunslinger, and then realizing like the gunslinger mechanics are actually pretty tricky, and just being a crossbow expert, and we just didn't need that. So I was like, I'll be a cleric. And in the midst of it, I'm processing my own religious trauma. I grew up incredibly Christian, Southern Baptist in Southern California, oddly, and youth group and all of that. And have since, I went to Bible college, and have since, I consider myself a hopeful agnostic. And so kind of like unpacking religion in a world where gods are actually real and you don't have to have faith has been like an interesting like challenge to my cynicism at some level. And I've gotten to like kind of lean into what believing is. It's really hard to take myself seriously.
This is really beautiful.
With the walrus?
Thank you for sharing. Yeah.
So
I was thinking about you on the way home tonight, and your
nice thing?
yeah, nice things. Panicking.
That's the most Gentry question ever. Nice things.
Yeah. Do I
But
get
about the religious trauma and the direction that you've taken, Gentry, and in particular how difficult it's been for you to necessarily be like, I'm the god of whatever. And I was just kind of thinking about that. Like it seems very interesting that you have a really hard time with that part of it, of just like, I'm the god of, it's kind of a nebulous, I'm the god of comfort and warm feelings, which is very valid, but it's also kind of like something all gods do for their
Yeah, I
people.
mean, I think though it luckily, thank God, fits because Gentry doesn't really understand any of this anyway. She's still like unpacking what it all means. So she doesn't know, like in the same way I don't really want to commit to anything. But I mean, like I think that is the vibe. I think if Maud was the traveler and Gentry's sort of whatever the opposite, but like the same good feelings are that you get from being on the road in a road trip, Gentry's coming home. And maybe that's just it. But that's kind of nebulous also, like the god of coming home.
I don't know. I can remember my mom having the little Saint Christopher amulet in their car, which was like the patron saint of travel. I grew up Catholic with my own version of bad experiences, but it was no fault of the faith. It was the fault of the church.
Yeah.
And, my mom still, I think, to a level, is religious and spiritual. And so I have like this strange positive view of Christianity and Catholicism, but a negative view of the people who are in charge of it. Does that make sense?
Makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
for
guys
sure.
want to talk about Conclave real fast?
Yeah, but real quick, did you know that the god of sex workers and the god of ophthalmology are the same god?
I did.
Of course you do. I
love that.
Love it.
Yeah, it's been a weird
which
week for
pantheon?
the god of ophthalmology.
I'm going to tell my ophthalmologist best friend.
I just went to the ophthalmologist. I also found out that apparently I have a hole in the back of my retina that healed. He told me, he's like, oh, it looks like it healed up, but, it's like could happen again. So if you ever get any like floaters or weird visual things.
Well, then you always
Call
feel like
us
you have floaters and
immediately.
weird visual things. You have
Yeah, and I was like, oh, do you know like maybe what caused it? It's like, I don't know, like falling off a horse or something. And I was like, I've done that twice.
There's something to be said though, sort of discussing like characters and the evolving of characterization in D&D, which is something that I've been playing D&D for a really long time, and it's something that I've noticed the more I play is that everybody starts a character a certain way, and then you over the course of the game figure out what you as a person can maintain.
Yeah.
Because it's not just like who the character is, it's who you as a person are able to, like the choices you're able to make, because it's all improv.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, like you can make a character like if they're too different from you, then you can't maintain
Totally.
that. Sorry, my cat wants so much attention right now.
I also feel like I've been
This is Mr.
playing
Spock.
too, just and I know it's kind of cliche that the cleric is also like the group mom, but I do feel like I am. Gentry is also.
Oh yeah, no, I think
mom.
that's made some really hilarious choices that the character has made because you've leaned into that aspect.
Yeah.
I think it's been very fun.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. And I think Martha became more like sincere to balance
Yeah.
out the Erastus and Tohri factor. Like, because I feel like it would have been I feel like the group dynamic would have been less fun if there were 3 assholes and 1 nice person. And I feel like we're all or if we were all the same kind of asshole.
We need to be different flavors.
We're
of
different. You
asshole.
gotta have 4
absolutely.
different flavors
Yeah.
of asshole.
And that's our episode. I actually was thinking about this earlier today too, when I was thinking about how we ended up balancing each other. But I was thinking about it monetarily when I was re-listening to our episode, and I remember that at first we were all going to be ne'er-do-wells, and then I was like, no, if we're all broke, this sucks.
Yeah.
And that was an early choice that I make that I think
I actually
really
love
informed
that
the
in
character.
our other campaign, the one that just made us cry, and that she's not the DM in, but she still made us cry. I have kept a detailed log of how much money we all have
Because you just keep taking every time money comes out.
Yeah.
You just take it.
I do. Yeah.
Marilla would just
and
take
Gentry
the money.
has
Yeah.
no idea ever. She just doesn't care. She'll just borrow money from Erastus, probably.
I have a bad habit with character creation because I tend to make characters that are like have very high physical attributes, and you usually have to balance that out by. Sorry, he is so needy.
You big, very cute kitty.
He's very sweet. You have to usually balance it out by having like some negative mental attributes. And in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, you don't need the intelligence stat that often. Depending upon your class, you really don't use it that much. Like obviously, artificers need it a lot, but generally speaking, even then, like it's usually just artificers and wizards. Most other classes don't use it that much. So I tend to make intelligence the dump stat. But I, as a person, want to know everything, so I keep asking questions and I keep trying to like get details about stuff which require intelligence, a skill none of my characters have. So I end up making a lot of very curious, stupid characters, which frustrates me as a person because I want to know all the answers, but I don't have the ability to get them.
I think that the next character that you play with, Cristina, should be a very smart character. I think that will be fun.
I'll make a nerd.
Her other character with us is a nerd.
I don't care about that
Uber
character.
nerd.
That character doesn't exist to me.
What I find interesting is that Dana is attracted to Tohri, but Gentry is not.
Love that. That's actually a very high compliment. Thank you.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
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 Dana wants to hit that.
And Flanders is not attracted to Tohri, but Martha is.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Martha really is. I feel like
No.
Flanders isn't. Flanders has dated a couple Tories in her life. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Lost its appeal.
Fair.
I feel like Martha is intrigued, but still actually kind of undecided about her. Undecided as to her romantic feelings towards her best friend.
I think Erastus has gotten more intelligent because no one has wanted to contractually be his best friend, and so it's made him less slutty.
I did want to.
It's made him less slutty?
Because remember earlier on, Erastus was like a lot grosser.
He was slutting it up.
really slutting it up.
Okay,
slutting it up.
might I say, I don't want to influence any of you in any way, but Dana, on behalf of Gentry, Gentry has not offered Erastus anything he really wants yet. Like that's how the way that Flanders, the way that Martha tricked Tohri was that Tohri asked Flanders, Martha.
This is what happens when they're too
Tohri
similar. When they're
needed
too similar, we just
that
put
Martha had, and she said, "Okay, if X." And I think that Gentry keeps trying to be like, "Hey, you want this, Erastus, in exchange for a little friendship?" And it's like not working yet. It needs to. Here's the thing that I shouldn't even tell you guys this because this is like a DMs are a lot like cat owners.
you're just watching us go.
Have you ever tried to get a cat into a cat carrier?
Recently, yes.
Yeah, it took like 2 nights of trickery.
What's your
2 nights of trickery.
What's your trickery?
I had to like lay the cat crate out for 2 nights and then like gradually like let her get accustomed to it.
Oh my god,
and
it's so much easier than that.
Churu.
It's so much easier. No, you open the cat carrier, you wait till they sniff, and you say, "Not for you."
Oh.
And they come back to it on their own. Yeah.
You just make sure that anytime you're looking, you're kicking them out of that cat crate.
Yeah.
Damn it! Now I have to get a new stroller.
You're a genius, Jess. Also, I want to clear the record. Martha did not trick Tohri into being her best friend. She drives a hard bargain, and that's different.
I didn't say trick.
You said trick.
Oh.
That's what whores do for money, Michael.
I will also say, in the instance of Gentry making it didn't pan out because I think that Gentry bartered all of her days of friendship away. But that was the same situation where Tohri needed something from her, and she was just kind of like, "Well, you have to be my best friend."
Yeah.
And then she needed things from him, and all that went on the wayside.
Erastus has been watching this. The contractual best friendedness.
We're shitty.
Maybe Erastus should be the one. Maybe Erastus should be the one contractually making people his best friend. Have you thought about seizing the means of production?
We're gonna save this for in game because this is getting way too juicy, and so we're gonna wrap it up on that note, my boo, because we are at time. We are gonna end with some complos.
What does that mean?
Compliments.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
You lost us, and now we're all back.
I know, right? Ooh.
Let me get
Compliments, you say?
Okay. In that case, you know what? I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna compliment Dana so she can sign off first.
No, I don't need to sign off first. I want to hear everybody else's compliments too.
Okay, I'm gonna compliment Dana. Dana, you are so precious, and you are such a freaking star. When you start talking from the heart, you just light up the entire podcast, and it is such a delight to see.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know these were going to be compliments from you. I thought you were going to read compliments for comments or something.
No,
That's
compliments
really
for each
nice. Thank you. You're the superstar.
Is it like a pass the buck situation? Now Dana has to compliment someone.
Popcorn compliments.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Dana, pick another person and then
Pick your favorite.
give them a compliment.
Okay, well,
Pick who gets the golden apple, Dana.
I will. I'm gonna say
kidding.
Flanders and her. Oh my God, you're so cool and so amazing, and you somehow make old man dad jokes, like so funny.
And they kill us every time. Yeah.
And your timing is
It's absolutely the delivery for sure. 100%.
it's unmatched. Like
Yes.
it's so funny because you're not like just jumping in to make the joke. It's like it just lands just like perfectly.
I'm gonna be insufferable now. I love this.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Make me suffer.
Okay, I have to go with Jess because the listeners, we know. The listeners do not know how much fucking blood, sweat, and tears Jess puts into making this whole thing happen. And it is a labor of love. It is so much labor. It is so much love.
Truly.
Like 90% of the podcast is Jess.
Yeah,
It's like,
95%.
yeah.
Like, we show up and we act like idiots and make dick jokes, and then Jess somehow turns it into a real functioning podcast, now with video, because just doing a podcast wasn't complicated and time consuming enough. So just, you're wonderful and we love you
So much.
You're amazing.
Oh, it is a lot of work. It is a lot. But it is a labor of love because all of you guys bring me so much joy. I sit in here and I edit and I'm dying laughing that I discover things that I missed in the moment, which is, so there's little Easter eggs in there for me. It's really, really fun. I'm doing this because I love it. And certainly doesn't pay. So I definitely.
Yet, that's where
definitely
you come in, listener.
That's where you come
Bestie.
in, dear listener. Please keep it going. Thank you. My God. So Cristina.
Oh, God. I forgot that. Yes.
Your acting and your willingness to
Yeah.
go to a dark ass place
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, get into the goo.
gives me
So gooey.
Like being in
so
the
much
goo.
satisfaction. I feel like I know that I can take more risks with Tohri because I think Tohri is really willing to lean into something that's weird and dark and maybe a little not fun because we have the like nice cushion of humor and fun and goofs that are provided by Flanders and Ryan and Dana playing their characters. So the three of you all, in fact, fuck it. I'm going to give you all compliments. So buckle the fuck up.
Oh, snap.
Dana.
Okay.
The genuine sweetness that you bring to your character, the fucking off the wall cuteness. Editing you is a fucking thorn in my eye. I've compared it to panning for gold. But the gold that's in there is so fucking brilliant. And I can't tell you, it's diamonds. I can't tell you how many people have told me that you are their favorite, that you are so funny and you are so witty. And so I don't ever want to tell you to change because I don't want to dim that sparkle.
No.
I would rather spend 14 hours making you make sense.
I can't make me make sense. So I need someone to.
Then ever try to tell you to change or be different because like who you are at your core, it's messy and it's chaotic and it's wild and it's so much fun.
Weaponized ADHD.
Yeah. So that's you. Ryan, the freshness that you bring to the game aspect of what we're doing here is I can't replicate it. I can't predict it. I can't understand it, and I live for it. If it were 4 Cristinas sitting here, this would be a boring game.
It would 100%.
But I don't want to say comic relief because that's to like cheapen what you do.
Comedy is the highest art form, in my opinion.
Yes, you balance it out. You pull out props. You entertain us with the way you look, the way you sound, the shit you do. Every single part of you is like not only entertaining but very beautiful. Like you're just such a beautiful and personally, podcast people, you don't know this. Ryan Keely is one of the most beautiful people in her soul that you will ever meet. Her perspective on what it means to be human and the value of human connection is part of what made me, we're here because of Ryan. She was the first one who was in. And the minute that Ryan was in, I knew I had to put this together. Well, not a podcast, a game, a group of people who are going to be friends. And the beating heart of that and the connective tissue, as loopy and silly as your character is, as much as you at times refuse and other times dig in, shockingly dig into the rules, is Ryan.
Yeah, I agree.
Flanders.
I have to follow that?
No, Jess is going. Still, she's doing more.
Still going.
I know she's going, but I have to give Ryan I have to give her a compliment after this.
No, I already got compliment. We did the thing.
But you,
I'm going to, but she's got to say Flanders is first.
I do need everyone to shut up so I can get my compliment.
Flanders. I've known you the longest of anyone here. And I can tell you the first time I met Flanders was at it was a party at Bad Robot, where an editor friend of ours brought her, and everyone's like, who's the hot piece that Matt brought? Like, what? How's he pulling that? And they're like, no, we're just friends. No, we're just friends. And everyone's like, how are you just friends with that? What are you doing? Flanders has always been cool as hell. Flanders fits everywhere. She is one of those take anywhere friends. She will enhance every experience, always. And obviously, she's really fucking funny. Flanders makes me roll my eyes the most. You may be relied upon for a dad joke at all times. And, you know, just your inner dadness. I never had a dad, so it's so comforting.
You're the dad I always wanted.
Dana is everyone's mom. I'm everyone's dad.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
We're all healing our inner children a little bit on this.
Yeah. If any listeners have any, you need like some advice on like changing a tire, like minor home repairs, write in.
Legal stuff?
I'm a better dad than a lawyer, frankly.
That's true, yeah. You're goddamn good at a negotiation, though.
Think of how good I am as a dad then.
Anyway, discuss in the comments below. Make sure that you are following us on all platforms. Like us.
Hold on. I have to give a compliment. I didn't get to give a compliment.
Just threw me off my
I mean,
game.
it's like going second with speeches at a wedding. It's not going to be as good, but I'm going to try. Because Ryan, you're like one of the most fascinating people that I know and probably have ever met. And you're very funny and you're fascinating and you're so kind and you're so generous. And every time anyone needs something, you're like, can I help you? I'm very enthusiastic about helping you. I have several tools for this. Like the tool for the job thing is just Ryan. It's just Ryan being like, oh, is this an excuse for me to pull out my glue gun? Is this an excuse for me to pull out this niche craft thing that I own for some reason?
Strap.
Which I get because I'm the same way. But like, can I pull out? This is a cut for a future episode. But like, at one point she just pulls out like a book about facts of the animal that we're fighting in the game.
Yeah,
and like, it's like, when did this happen? Why do you have that? It's so fun and delightful. And you're dear to me, and I treasure you.
Definitely one of the biggest, most generous hearts ever.
You guys can't be nice to me. It makes me too uncomfortable.
Shut up. We're being nice to you.
and what an ass.
Also, you can't cry because you've told me before if I cry, you will leave me alone in public and make me leave your house. So,
yeah, I don't do well with feelings. Damn it. Okay, ending on complos might not be the move. I'm so sure that was going to be the show.
On the flip side, do you want me to say something mean about each of you?